Hi there, I'm Thomas. I'm the founder of the Newscombinator. This short video will introduce you to the Newscombinator, what you can do with it, and why I've built it. Let me first tell you why I've built the Newscombinator. At one point, I got fed up with the amount of news I read every day. I was on Hacker News, I was on Reddit, I was on CNN, I was on my local newspapers, and I read all of this in my free time. It required a lot of time to sift through the news. And a lot of times I didn't get what I wanted. Most of the news I like to read, it wasn't on the front page, it was somewhere hidden behind. Some of the news on Hacker News never reaches the front page. A lot of things fall through the cracks. I got fed up, and I was writing a software which can aggregate the news for me, and then I can monitor the news stream, and I can filter it according to my interests. I added some machine learning on top of it. It's very simple to use. So if you ask me why I've built that, I've built it to get what I want. I have less distraction throughout the day. I get very fast notifications by email if something happens. And I get a quick overview of the important topics of the day through a daily mail. So there are three main points that the Newscombinator can do. First, it can aggregate the news. And it's more than a simple RSS feed aggregator. It has a complete crawling engine in the background. That means you can also feed it with blogs or websites which don't have any RSS feed. It will go to these blogs, it will crawl the content, and then it will add the content to your news stream. If you have the news stream, you can then apply machine learning filter or keywording filters. And then you can combine this to your new RSS feed, but more on that in a second. The Newscombinator itself comes already with a lot of sources pre-populated. You can add your own sources to extend this functionality. To add new sources, you just have to click a button and fill in the URL you want to add. That's all. Once you have added all your sources, you can monitor your news sources. So in the Newscombinator, you can create your own filters. And then, whatever settings you make, it will give you an RSS feed to download. So for example, you can take a blog which doesn't have an RSS feed, and then you can add it to the Newscombinator, and then you can apply a keyword filtering, and then you can download it as RSS feed to stay top informed. You can add this to your own RSS readers, for example. Or you can use this RSS feed to populate your Twitter feed or your Facebook feed with other apps. If you build your own apps and you need a JSON API to get those news items, you can also have them in a very simple JSON API, which is provided by the app. And the last thing you can do is you can use the Newscombinator app. I've written the app so that it's responsive and you can use it on your phone. You can use it on your tablet or on your computer as well. The last thing, which is the most powerful thing of the Newscombinator, is the machine learning part. The filter is a typical categorization engine. You create a category. You add a lot of samples of news that you want to have in this category. And then you add some news which you don't want to have in this category. And if the news that is coming in is more relevant to the news that you added that you want, it will be added to your category. This helps me to stay on top of all the news that happens every day. I get only the relevant news, and I receive email notifications. So how do you do that? First, you have to sign up. Then you add your sources. Like for example, you want to monitor sources which are happening in your area, like local blogs, or you have a specific topic you want to monitor. Then you add those sources to the Newscombinator. Then you add a category. The Newscombinator makes it easy to categorize news. And then you receive emails or you read the news in a combined way in the Newscombinator. If there are any questions, you can reach out to me at any time. My email address is thomas@newscombinator.com. I'm happy to help you and answer any questions. Thank you.